The prince's second harsh law was he must first have a taste of all the newly married women in his kingdom before their husband could touch them. But bad as it may sound, it was the third law that sent shivers down the spine of the villagers. Once upon a time, in the heart of the vast African savannah, nestled among towering baobab trees and shimmering rivers, lay the kingdom of Komodo. At its helm was King Kofi, a wise and just ruler beloved by his people. But beneath his regal exterior, a dark seed of ambition festered in the heart of his younger son, Prince Malik. The king had two handsome sons, Prince Tariq and Malik. They were loved and respected by the people when they were much younger. As little kids, the king allowed them to play with their peers and mingle with the people. Their politeness, which is very rare among those born of royal blood, surprised the villagers. But as the princes grew up into young men, the villagers couldn't help but notice some eerie difference between both of them. While Prince Tariq was calm, understanding, and polite to the villagers, Prince Malik was starting to show symptoms of arrogance and was very malicious to the people. He disrespected the elders in the kingdom. This made the people very unhappy. King Kofi soon starts to notice the arrogance of his younger son and felt really bad. He called him severally to caution him of his bad behavior.
My son, what is this I'm hearing about you?
The king queried him.
Why are you proud? Take a good look at your older brother and amend your ways. This path you are taking will lead you to your destruction.
He advised him. This constant advice from the king only agitated the younger prince. He could not see the truth in what his father was telling him. Rather, he felt he was just supporting his older brother, Prince Tariq. As the years passed by, Prince Malik was known throughout the kingdom for his arrogance and cruelty. Taking from the poor and oppressing the widows, he was soon nicknamed the Dark Prince of Komodo. At this time in the kingdom, there was a cunning sorcerer named Jafari. Prince Malik, afraid of the many enemies he had created for himself, seek the sorcerer help to be his personal guard to protect him from trouble. Backed by the whisper of this cunning sorcerer, Malik harbored sinister intentions.
Kill your father so you can forcefully inherit the kingdom for yourself and do as you please without restrictions.
Jafari advised the young prince. Though reluctant at first, Malik, lusting after absolute power, agreed to commit the unimaginable. One fateful night, under the cloak of darkness, he crept into his father's chamber and plunged a dagger into his heart, usurping the throne with a malevolent grin. Despair and sorrow washed through the kingdom as the news of the death of their beloved king reached their ears. Amidst these echoes of much wailing, Prince Malik could be seen climbing the throne of his father without remorse or regret for his action. With his father's death, the only stumbling block on his way was his older brother. Seeing him as a threat to his authority, Malik ordered the guards to lock him up securely in the palace guard room. With power now firmly in his grasp, Malik wasted no time in asserting his dominance and supremacy. He issued harsh law that struck fear into the heart of the people. One of such law was that everyone should submit 90% of all their possession to the king and they should live on the remaining 10%. Anyone who disobeyed any of his law must face brutal punishment of great severity. Before we jump right back into this story, I'm pretty sure you are not yet subscribed to Anita Chocolate. Yes, you that is watching me, please subscribe to this channel. It really encourages us to create more content like this. Alright, back to the story. But among his laws, there was one that sent shivers down the spine of the people. The law states that he, Prince Malik, must first have a taste of all the newly married women in the kingdom before the husband can touch them. A veil that horrified the kingdom. Any groom who dares to question the king must dance to the music. This made the people very sad and soon started murmuring among themselves. So one fateful night, the people held a secret meeting among themselves and decided to beckon on the chief of the land, who are also cabinet members in the palace, to talk to the king to review his laws.
Our amiable chiefs, thank you for honoring our invitation to this crucial meeting.
The spokesman for the people intoned, his face shining from the flicker of light coming from the torches around them.
Our people have a proverb: a rabbit do not run in the daytime for nothing. It is either it is pursuing something or something is pursuing it. Even the blind and the deaf know that all is not well with the people of this kingdom.
He said amidst affirmative murmuring from the people.
The harsh laws from our new king is not right at all. The other day, he banished Jima from our kingdom simply because he refused to submit his new wife to the king. Please, our chiefs, help us beg our king to have mercy on us and reverse his laws.
He said, for a brief moment, everywhere was silent. The people waiting in anticipation to hear from the chiefs, but the response they received from the chiefs put more fears in their mind.
My people, we know your plight.
Said the Olowu, a solid figure, greatest of all the chiefs.
We are also affected too. Our wealth and honor have been taken away from us. I wish there is anything we can do, but unfortunately there is none. The king do not listen to us. He believes he is wise and all-knowing.
He continued,
Our only hope is his older brother, Prince Tariq, rightful heir to the throne, but he is held captive within the palace guard room. If we can free him, then we can crown him king instead and use this authority to dethrone Prince Malik.
this came as a great news to the people, and they made a secret plan to infiltrate the palace and free their beloved prince. Wes soon gets to Prince Malik of the people's plan, which made him really angry. Furious, he made a decision that would be the end of the road for Tariq. Prince Malik ordered his guard to escort him to the evil forest at the boundary of the kingdom and end his life. The prince was marched through the kingdom like a criminal, all the warriors armed to the tooth to quench any uprising that may result due to the death of the prince. The people cried as they said their final goodbye to their beloved prince. The people came out in mass, each trying to catch a final glimpse of their prince. When they got to the evil forest, 10 of Malik's most trusted guards took the prince way down into the evil forest to finish him once and for all. Tariq fell to his knees with tears in his eyes, begged them to spare his life, since he had never been unkind to any of them at any given time. The guards, moved by Tariq's plea, secretly allow him to escape to a distant land. To cover their track, the guards hunted down an antelope and presented its heart to Malik as a proof of their loyalty. Thinking his brother was dead, he became very happy. Malik tightened his grip on power, becoming increasingly despotic with each passing day. The people cried and begged for mercy, but all fell on deaf ears. Yet, amidst the darkness, a flicker of hope emerged in the form of a humble village girl named Aisha. Aisha's beauty captivated Malik from the moment he laid eyes on her. Aisha, though a girl from a humble background, has a natural beauty that even the greatest of princesses will envy. Malik made advances at her, but to his shock and great surprise, Aisha was not interested in him. This was strange because in his kingdom, with just a flick of his finger, the maidens came running to him, obviously, because of his wealth and power. Surprised and taken aback, Malik sent a spy to investigate Aisha, and it soon turned out that she was already betrothed to a young man in the kingdom named Jamal. This made Malik very angry and filled with jealousy. Consumed by jealousy, Malik plotted to eliminate his rival and claim Aisha for himself. Aisha soon learnt of the prince's plot. Helpless and desperate to protect her lover, she agreed to marry him only if he promised to spare her lover's life. Reluctantly, Malik agreed, his twisted obsession clouding his judgment. Yet, even as Aisha stood beside him as his queen, her heart remained steadfastly loyal to Jamal. Their love burned bright, a beacon of hope in the midst of Malik's darkness. Soon, west of his wife, disloyalty got to his ears. This made him really annoyed, but he kept his cool, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. One fateful night, Jamal met his Waterloo at the hands of Malik, disguised as one of Aisha's maidens. Jamal sneaked into Aisha's chambers. He tiptoed to the bed where Aisha lay, but alas, when he pulled the blanket, instead of Aisha, there was Malik, smiling at him. He had walked into an ambush. Before he could escape, a sword pierced him from behind. It was Jafari, the sorcerer, and Jamal died in cold blood. Aisha cried her eyes out, her spirit quenched by the death of the man she loved dearly, the man she could give her own life for. Months passed and all returned to normal, but Aisha couldn't remove the death of her lover from her heart, and she promised to avenge him, even if it would take her life. It was on the New Yam festival that the king would make a mistake he would greatly regret. A bit drunk from the merriment and letting his guards down, Aisha slipped a deadly poison into his goblet. Suspecting nothing, Malik took a sip from the cup, and that was the end of the road for him. She watched with grim satisfaction as he gasped his final breath. The news of Malik's death spread through the kingdom. Though a sad news, the people couldn't help but feel a wave of relief washing through the land. With Malik Demis, the sorcerer Jafari was banished from the kingdom by the enraged villagers. His dark magic no match for their united resolve. And as the sun rose over Komodo kingdom once more, the news of Malik's death spread like wildfire throughout the neighboring kingdoms. Prince Tariq, hearing of his brother's demise, returned from exile. Though with a heavy heart, he was welcomed with open arms by his grateful subjects. He was made king. He ruled with wisdom and fairness and brought balance and prosperity to his people. In the end, it was not the sword or sorcery that determined the fate of Komodo, but the enduring power of love and courage in the face of tyranny. And though scars may linger, the kingdom stood stronger than ever, embracing a future free from the shadow of its former prince. What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching today's episode from Anita Chocolate. Please subscribe to this channel, smash the likes button and turn on the notification bell to see our future videos. See you in our next episode.